You know what's amazing is that this whole thing is a learning process. You would think that talking is not something that has to be taught, and not something that you would really need to think about. It's an essential part of society, right? People have been doing it for a long time, but this weird thing happens when you're passionate about what you're saying, where you almost tend to overthink it. It's like it gets bottled up and it gets all this pressure, and it's just, and when it finally pops out, it might not at all be what you were trying to say because you're so caught up in the how to say it. Have you ever fallen in love with somebody and you know you love them, but you're eaten up with this whole idea of, wow, I love that person and I've got to tell them, but what if they don't love me? And it's just bottled up until all of a sudden it just pops right out. When we're passionate about things, it's weird, how words are so cheap. It's not like the words "I love you" are a beautiful thing because they represent the fact that I love you, or that somebody loves you, or you love somebody else. But it's the action of that love. It's what that looks like in the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the doing of, that's a beautiful thing. And those words are just symbolic of the promise to continue to do those things, right? And when you really care about something, sometimes it's hard to craft the words to convey how much you care about something. And there's that uncertainty that you're going to take the time and the effort to put that, to do that wordsmithing, to put that package together and present it to somebody, to say I love you, and maybe they don't love you back. Maybe somebody else doesn't care about what you're trying to say, or the content you're creating, or your opinion about this or that, and it can be frustrating. It's, to continue to use the example, it's like telling somebody you love them and they're like, yeah, you know what, you're cool too, maybe we should just be friends. Well, clearly there's a difference here between how much I care about the thing versus how much you care about the thing. And excuse my burp, we a lot of times will tend to sulk and skulk around and take ourselves off the market, stop doing that thing that we're passionate about, right? At least for a while, until we work up the courage to try and be passionate about it again. But it's interesting how when it comes to talking about things that are truly important to us, that we're really deeply affected by, how difficult it can be for a lot of people to put words to emotions. And I wonder if that's just a recognition of how cheap words can be sometimes, or if it's an insecurity thing, or both, or neither. I don't know, but I find that really interesting because this is all just an exercise anyway, right? It's just, as of today, I have one YouTube subscriber. For all I know, it's my wife, I don't know who it is. I have one subscriber. So this is, more than anything for me right now, this is just practice. And I guess in the big scheme of things, it doesn't really matter anyway, does it? Something to think about. Why is it so hard to talk about things that we're passionate about? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I don't know. We'll see.